the upcoming days, Shabbat and Sunday, is going to be a heavy snow, they say. About a foot of snow. It says that now we have to know what's the laws. People say, Rabbi, we're going to be off. We're going to be at the house. Shabbat. We want to play with our kids, snowball. We want to make snowmen, snowwoman, whatever it is. We want to do all these things. Number one question. Number two question. We want to make, clean out the snow. It's not allowed to make clean the snow, or it's allowed to do all these questions. Bezat Hashem will discuss. Not only that, another question I was asked is if a person can pay a goy before Shabbat to come to clean his snow, or what if the goy is not available to come before Shabbat to get paid, but you tell him, I'll pay you, come and clean my snow. Is it allowed to do so on Shabbat or no? So let's go one by one. First question, Rabotai, there is Rav Ovadia Yosef in Yehaveh Dat, in Chelik Bet, in Siman Nun Hey. Rav Ovadia Yosef over there discusses about building Lego. Lego on Shabbat, you know what Lego is? The things that the kids play with. They build different things. Rav Ovadia Yosef discusses, are we allowed to play Lego on Shabbat, or is it considered to be building? One of the laws on Shabbat that we're not allowed to do is to build. Cannot build on Shabbat. Lego is considered to be building or no? Says Rav Ovadia Yosef, because it's a temporary building that you will build and you'll disassemble it. You are assembling it and disassembling it. Since it's not going to last for a long time, it's not considered to be building on Shabbat. He brings over there Gemara, in Masechet Yehuvim, in Yerushalmi, a lot of pilpulim. The bottom line says Rav Ovadia Yosef, any building, binyan, that it is not long lasting, it's a short lasting. You're building and you're disassembling it right away, the same day. As long as it's during the same day, says Rav Ovadia Yosef, it's not considered to be building on Shabbat. From this, the poskim want to bring a proof to the laws of snowball. If a person wants to make a snowball on Shabbat, if you're going to say that I'm taking small pieces of the snow and stuffing it together, making the ball, it's because of building. My intention is to make the snowball is to play and destroy it. Since I'm going to destroy it right away, it's not going to last until after the Shabbat. I'm going to do it now and disassemble it now. Like the Lego. I'm doing it now and disassembling it now. So therefore, says Rav Ovadia Yosef, it's not, Rav Yalkut Yosef brings it, he says that it's not a big deal to make a snowball on Shabbat because you're going to break it right away. But others wanted to say, what about the laws of evening out? It's called memareach, memachek. You're making something even out. Do you know, on Shabbat, a person is not allowed to take wax or take something that is bumpy and make it even. For example, let's say, Mulelios, you're sitting outside with your family, you're in the backyard, and Jedushka Babulia say everybody's sitting down. Suddenly, there's too many people. You want to take extra table and chairs. You're putting it outside. The ground outside is not even. Let's say you don't have paved ground, regular ground. And it's not even. Tam kakot tarete is bam takot. It's not, the table, goes like this on a unstable. Shataitza. You want to go ahead and with your leg to even out the ground. Says the Torah, this is restricted by the Torah to do this on Shabbat. What did I do, Rabbi? I just went like this on the ground. The fact that you evened out the ground, you made the ground prepared for this purpose of building, and it's considered to be Isur from the Torah to even out the ground. Therefore, you cannot take something that has a bump and even it out. Take wax that it's bumpy and even it out. So the poskim says, you take right now snowball. Yes, if взял snowball, как попало, так, throw it. That, not a big deal because you didn't even out. But if you take the snowball and you start shaping it and making it even out from all directions, it's going to be a question of evening out. So that will not be allowed. If you want to play with the snowball, take it and stuff it up and throw it right away. Not evening the snowball to be perfect, the circle, that will be a problem. As far as the problem of melting, there is a problem, you know, Yosef John, on Shabbat, you cannot melt. You cannot take snow and melt it. Let's say a person has right now something dirty on his fingers. And he wants to take a little bit of snow and wash it off. Says the halakha, not allowed to do this. What's the reason? You're taking the solid snow and you are turning it into a liquid. It's considered to be like you are squeezing the snow solid into water. Can I take grapes on Shabbat and squeeze it to make water from this, make juice from this? Not allowed. So says the poskim, the same thing is, if you're taking snow and you are playing with this in order to turn it into water, it's considered to be melting on Shabbat. So if a person is going to go ahead and make the snowball with intentions of melting the snowball, it will be a problem. But if he's in quickly, he takes it and right away throws it on the other side, it's not considered to be that he's intending to melt. Since he's not intending to melt, it's not a problem. When is it a problem to melt snow on Shabbat? Only whenever you are taking it and you are purposely melting it. But if you are not purposely melting it, you are taking it right away, throw it on the other side, it's not considered to be a problem of melting as well. As far as somebody asked, Rabbi, what about the laws of Megaben? There is a lot of questions about this snowball. What about the laws of Megaben? Do you know what's Megaben? Mr. Ephraim, you know on Shabbat, you cannot take the milk and put in it acid. Let's say limon. Limon on milk. We're talking about the real milk that has fats. What happens whenever you're taking milk and you're putting in there acid? What happens to the milk? Start congealing. This action on Shabbat is considered to be making a cheese. And that's how people make cheese. They're taking the milk, squeezing into this acid, and then it's start congealing and becoming a milk. So what? You have a problem with megaben. You're taking megaben at Slovak gvina. Gvina is cheese. You're taking small particles, you're making it one. So the same thing by the snowball. You're taking small particles, you're making it one. Says Rav Yosef, even this is not a problem. Why? By the cheese, you're taking small particles, you're making it one, and this one thing is going to last. However, over here, the snowball that you're making those two things together is not going to last. You're going to throw it right away, it's going to break again. So therefore, all of these questions, says Rav Yosef, there is no problem with the snowball. There is another question the poskim ask, what about muktzeh? If an egg was laid on Shabbat, back in Eden, Bukhara, people used to have chickens. The chicken laid an egg on Shabbat. Can you have this egg? Can you move that egg? Mr. Raul, what do you say? Can you move that egg from place to place? It was laid on Shabbat. Can we or no? Not allowed to. First Mishnah in Masachet Betzah. A Betzah that was laid on Shabbat, it's muktzeh. So says the poskim, what about this now? The snow fell on Shabbat onto the ground. So if it fell on Shabbat to the ground, it should be also muktzeh. Like the chicken egg came out of the chicken on Shabbat, it's muktzeh. So to that snowball came from Shamayim all the way to the earth, it also should be muktzeh. Why is not muktzeh? It says Rav Yosef, even this is not muktzeh. Why not muktzeh? It says because the water, how the snow became a snow? How the snow became a snow? Through water. They went to become the clouds and it came down. It says since it was already in the world and it's moving. Gemara says it was already before the Shabbat. This snow was already there in the clouds before Shabbat. The substance of the snow, which means the water, was already there before the Shabbat. It just changed the form. When it came down to the atmosphere froze it and became a snow. Therefore, it's not considered to be muktzeh neither. But Rabotai, this as far as the snowball. What about snowman or snowwoman? You want to make a shidduch? Can you do the snowman or on Shabbat or no? Says the Be'er Moshe, Rav Moshe Stern. He said you cannot do this on Shabbat. What's the reason? He says Rav Moshe Stern was a big rabbi in Brooklyn. He lived in New York. He says over here, if you're building something out of the snow, it doesn't melt right away. It stays for who knows how long because the weather is very cold. The poskim discusses, what about in Eretz Israel? In Eretz Israel it snows. Right now it's snowing. It's unheard of in Israel. It snows. After a few hours everything is water. So it's not going to last a long time in Eretz Israel. And what about New York? New York is cold. After snow it's very frozen weather. Says the poskim, snowman will be a problem to do on Shabbat. What's the reason? Because it's something that you build and is a long lasting. Amule Yaakov, if you made the snowball, how long is it going to last? Not a minute, two, until you're going to throw it. But the snowman is going to last for a long time, right? Arichut Yamim is going to have. Since it's going to have long life, it's a problem to build it on Shabbat. But what if a person says, Rabbi, I only want to build it and right away disassemble it. That's it. We build it, few hours we play with this, and then the Svidania, back to the ground. Can you do that or no? Says the halakha, no problem. What's the reason? Like the snowman, like a snowball. You build it, before the end of the Shabbat, you're going to disassemble it. So same thing is over here. But Rabotai, there is a problem with the snowman that people don't know. Sometimes I saw what people do in order to make the hands of the snowman. Mr. Shaulo, what they take in order to make the hands of the snowman? You don't know? The stick. They find sticks on the ground and they stick it in. This stick is considered to be 100% muktzeh. What's the reason? Because it has no purpose. Before Shabbat, it was a piece of garbage on the street. Since it's a piece of garbage on the street, you cannot move garbages that has no purpose on Shabbat. On the Shabbat itself, you cannot move it. So you cannot put those sticks into the snowman because it will be a problem of muktzeh. As far as cleaning the snow, Moshe snow at Obrat. Last time we spoke, last time we spoke that a person is allowed to clean the snow on Shabbat from asphalt or cement or paved places. He's not allowed to clean it from a regular ground, dirt, soil. This will be a problem to clean for us. What's the reason? Whenever you're coming with a shovel, you're able, chas v'shalom, to dig into the ground or to even out the ground. Cement, asphalt, all these things, it's already evened out. You're not going to dig with your shovel into the cement, into the asphalt. That's why the cement, no problem to clean. Asphalt, no problem to clean. The salt, pastavit salt, no problem to do. But on the regular ground, soil ground, Jewish people cannot do so. What to do? You're allowed to ask the goy to do. The Shulchan Aruch says that there is no problem to make pasik reshe through the goyim. If I right now want to say, I want to open the door and the fire is going to go high. Can I open the door? Myself, Jewish pure person, can I open the door on Shabbat? I'm going to open the door and the fire is going to increase. Can I open the door? Not allowed. But can I ask the goy to do this? Goy, open the door. Why? Because inside there is a bonfire, it's going to go higher. I cannot do this. For you, no problem. You go. Can I ask the goy to do pasik reshe on Shabbat, knowing it's going to happen for sure? Says the halakha, no problem. Something that you are doing A, and maybe B, or for sure B will happen, it's not considered to be a violation for the goy. You cannot clean the snow on Shabbat from the soil, because you might dig into the ground, might even out the ground. But can you ask the goy to do this? Yes, because the goy, his intention is to clean the snow. Even though it could happen that he's going to dig into the ground, it's not considered to be a problem by the goyim. And what about payment? The goy is not going to work for free. Nobody works for free. He needs to get paid. So if you can pay him before Shabbat today, tell him, Joram, tomorrow you're coming to clean my snow. Now, if you're telling him before the Shabbat, the best of the best. But what if you told him, on the Shabbat, tomorrow morning, you see, wow, the snow is too big. I cannot clean it. What should I do? I want to have the goy to do it. He's tachti pushta, it never gets hurt. It always works. I want him to do this. Can I have the goy on the Shabbat? Come say, goy, come clean my snow. How much you pay me? The goy is going to ask, how much you pay me? Can I tell him I'm going to pay you $20, $30 for this? Am I allowed to mention this to him or no? Says the halakha, in such a case, what to do? Prepare right now, before Shabbat, money in the envelope. Money in the envelope. You tell the goy, on the Shabbat, goy, I need you to clean the snow. If he's going to ask, how much you pay me? He says, don't worry, you're going to be taken care of. The envelope is right there. You finish the job, I'll bring you into the house, you take the envelope the way you like it. And if you want, you can come after Shabbat and take the envelope. It's your choice to take the envelope right now on the Shabbat or to come yourself after the Shabbat and take the envelope. This way you didn't directly pay the guy on the Shabbat. He decided to take the money on the Shabbat. You told him you have an option, either take it now or take it after the Shabbat. It's up to you. He decided, why should I come again after the Shabbat? Says the halakha, since he took it himself, I didn't tell him to take it now. He decided to take the envelope now. It's not considered to be a problem. That's the point. If you want to hire a goy in order to clean your snow, hire him today. Pay money today. In case you forgot, right before the Shabbat, what should I do? Prepare the money in the envelope, put it on the shelf. Whenever the goy tomorrow you're going to find to clean your snow, tell him, please clean my snow, and you will be taken care of very nicely. Don't worry, the payment is very, very high. You're not going to be disappointed. And the envelope is on my shelf over there. He is going to come and take the envelope either on the Shabbat or either after the Shabbat. You tell him you have the option. Like this, you covered yourself from paying him on the Shabbat.